Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world inwardly calls God, Yahweh Shai who the world inwardly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth. And we're still allowed to do so. I don't know what I'm going to name this video, but basically it's going to be about hell, and during hell, trusting the Lord. I noticed in his walk on his straight path, man, it's hard. And not everybody is built for it, So sometimes we can't even be mad at, like, these motherfuckers. And they don't have the heart, the mindset, the wits, the spirit to even do this, to risk everything that they've done in the world and come and stand up for what they believe. In. We was talking about our camp. The brother Kassab brought out, if the Lord brought you into this truth, it's because you stand for something, man. It's the spirit that He has blessed us with is the reason why we out there. And Lord willing, I continue to endure. This is gonna be a quick video. I have a couple testimonies of the Lord delivering me out of certain situations. And I'm gonna share them with you, brothers, and hopefully it's edifying. Hopefully it boosts your spirit and boosts your faith. So I remember the first day I crossed the line, right, coming into the truth. That night when we left to fellowship at one of the Akim house after camp, everybody ended up leaving. We ended up all leaving or whatever. We ended up, saluting brothers, and we took off. And I'm walking to my car, right? I'm walking to my car at the time, and, I get in the car, and, brothers had a couple of drinks and things of that nature. And, I get in the car, and I'm shuffling through my music, right? Trying to get some songs on, together on the way home. You know what I mean? And out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, the police, right? I got my car in reverse, right? Out of nowhere, police jumps behind me, boom. And I'm still parked, right? Mind you, I'm in the parking spot, right? Put my car in reverse. The car has not moved, but it's in reverse. The cops jump behind me, boom. Right? It's two of them in one car. Right? So I put it in park, right? And one cop got out the car and came up and tapped on my window on the driver's side. Boom, 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 right? And I'm like, okay, what's going on, right? And, I wrote on the window. I was like, yeah, can I help you? He was like, you know what? Roughly paraphrase. I don't remember everything because it was 2 years ago, but I don't remember everything. But he was just like, hey, get out the car. You got to search your car for drugs, right? And I'm like, what the hell for drugs? Like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, search my car for, do you smell any drugs? Or, no, get out the car. We're going to search your car for drugs. It's Esau. It's two Edomites, right? So I'm like, all right. So I look to the right, and I'm like, I'm not getting out the car, but I'm like, I didn't say that, but I'm observing everything. I'm watching everything. I'm looking, and I just got my hands up. Keep your hands up, right? Because scripture say, smooth words, roughly paraphrasing, turn away wrath, man. So, I'm looking left, I'm looking right, and I see another cop, hop on the passenger side of my car, and I believe his hands is on his hips, man. You know what I mean? It's like his hand was on his hip, like kind of like on his gun or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, I'm like, oh shit, So, mind you, the Akim, everybody hasn't already left yet. Brothers are still talking and saluting each other or whatever, but they're on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the wall. So it's literally a brick wall separating me and the elders of our camp here in Arizona and the parking spot, right? So I'm like, shit, so they can't see me, but if I was to yell one of their names, they could hear me, because they ain't shit there but a brick wall, right? So I'm like, all right. So the cop was like, I'm like, what? I don't understand. He's like, do you have any drugs in the car? And I'm like, I ain't got no fucking drugs in the car. So I ain't got no drugs in the car, sir. Like, I don't get what why you, like I said, do you smell drugs? I don't do drugs. I don't. And he was like, where you coming from? I'm like, man, I'm just, I'm coming from our brother's house. You know what I mean? I don't know, what y'all doing. I don't know what this all about. And I'm kind of nervous, man. And I'm like, shit, because I'm like, fuck, like, be happening to Jake in America, man. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, man, you know what? So he's like, you know what? My bag with my Bible, my garment, and all that was on the passenger seat, And he was like, what's in that bag? And I was like, nothing, man, nothing but my Bible, my books. And he was like, let me check that bag and see if there's any drugs in it, basically. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just letting him check the bag. Fuck it. So I hand him my bag and he's shaking. Yeah, I'm telling my Esau is shaking, right? Mind you, he's sitting there like shaking, like nervous. And I see my bag just quivering in his hands. And I'm like, and he's like, before he opened, he's like, ain't no needles gonna poke me, right? And I'm like, nah, man, ain't no needles gonna poke you. I don't have anything. You don't have anything sharp in here that's gonna poke me. No, I don't have. You don't have any drugs in here. No, I don't have any drugs in my bag. So he opens my bag or whatever. Boom, boom. Right? And he opens it and he was like, he's searching and he got his hands all on my books and moving my garment and, putting his hand in my bag and just searching to see if he could find anything. And I'm just like, I'm looking and I'm like, he's like, you know what? He told his partner, he was like, this guy's a good kid. What he say? He was like, you know what? I'm sorry about this. This guy's a good kid. I just want to let you know you're in a heavily drug you're in a drug, basically a big drug area. And you shouldn't be around this area. You shouldn't be parking right here in this parking lot. This is where a lot of drug, uses and a lot of drug deals get made. You know what I mean? You should be parking in this area, and he was just like, here's your bag, be safe, you good to go. And I'm like, so I'm like, all right. So I waited till they left and then I pulled out and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn, you know what I mean? And mind you, I'm like, had a couple drinks and I'm like, damn, like, damn, what if they would have planted something or what if they would have, anything, it could have went left after the Lord didn't have me, had my back, man. You know what I mean? And this is the first day I crossed the line, man. So I ended up pulling out and I called one of the Akim and I was like, hey, man, police just got behind me, man. They searched my bag. They tried to search my car for drugs and woo. And, brothers was like, where you at? Where you at? I'm like, I'm leaving now. You know what I mean? But, that's just happened. He was like, oh, man, see, you being tested. That's part of the trials and tribulations you're going to have to endure, basically, when you come into the truth. And that's me telling any new brothers that's watching this, man. And things like that, man, because it says we don't fight against, we fight against, things in high places like spiritual things, So it's not a coincidence that, Esau got behind me and did that, he didn't do that for no reason. That was a test. That was a test to see if I was going to fold. That was a test to see if I was going, hey, brother, I can't do this no more, That was a test, man. And the Lord, he delivered me out of that situation because that situation could have been bad. And that's one of a small little testimony I got, but it was powerful, man, because A, it happened on the first day I crossed the line. B, I got out of it. C, as soon as you grabbed my bag and he looked through it, he was like, saw my Bibles and all that, and he was like, oh, nah, this guy's a good guy. This guy's a good kid, and let's let him go. You know what I mean? And it could have easily been, he could have planted something in my bag. He could have got me out the car and planted something in my car. You know how these police do it, man. So it could have got real bad, but it was a test and I passed it, man. And throughout the hill that we catch, just here, you know what I mean, with family, with your woman, with people in the world, with the job, just with all this bullshit that go on here in this world, it's hell, but it's always going to bring you back to the Lord. It's always going to bring you back to your power, because I know when I catch hell, right, I always, I'll do more studying. I'll read, make sure I read. I end up watching more videos, you know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. That's the good part about catching the hell, because you start to learn a lot more. My so-called godfather in the world, he told me, hey, you don't grow when shit all good. You grow when there's tribulation. That's when you grow. That's when you learn. You know what I mean? That's when, that's when even Jake and the world say, that's when you don't figure out who you is until you fucking fall. And we fell before we came into this truth. And we figured out who we was. And we figured out who we are. And during these tests and during trials and tribulations and anything you go through, you're going to fall, man. But you always got to get back up and keep going and trust in the Lord, because it's all a purging process, and it sucks. And I ain't going to lie, this shit sucks, and it's not easy at all. At all. At all. Like, I can't express that enough. Like, you going to go through shit you ain't never even thought you imagine you'll go through, man. Like, and it's tough, man. It's tough. But let me read this. This is Sirach 2, and this is, I'm young in the truth, and this is, was always my go-to and my favorite scriptures. My favorite passage. Two of my favorite books are Proverbs and Sirach. Because they give you, out of my opinion, they give you a lot of wisdom, and it tells you how to conduct yourself as far as being a man of the Lord. This is that's two out of the many books in the scriptures that I go to for guidance, right? So this is Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient without change to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee order thy way aright, and trust in him." Right? So even when shit get dark, it could have got dark in that car, man. It could have got bad, because I was nervous, scared, And anybody in this situation, until you want to scare, they lying. I was scared, man. I was like, oh shit, but I wasn't panicking. I was answering, just answering with smooth words, man. And I wasn't, but I was nervous. You could hear it in my voice, but I wasn't panicking. I wasn't flipping out. I wasn't mad, overly aggressive. I was a Korean, and hey, here, listen, I ain't got nothing. I truly didn't have nothing, but it could have went bad. It could have went bad, man. It says, believe in him, and he will help thee order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Right. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and everlasting joy and mercy. Look, now this is a hit. This is a home run right here. It's in 10. This is the point. It says, look at the generations of old, right? Look at all the prophets of old. Look at Moses. That's an example. Look at all the prophets of old, and see that the Lord ever was like, just left him out there to dry, man. That never happened. It says, look at the generation of old, and see that any ever trusted in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in a time of affliction. Woe be to and woe is a bad time, and destruction. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and a sinner that goes two ways, right? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So, you shouldn't go two ways. You're supposed to go one way. One way. And going one way shows that you're committed. Going one way shows that you're loyal. Going one way shows that you're dedicated. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Right? So if you're scared, right, faint-hearted, being soft, being timid, because I'm not saying you ain't going to be scared in these situations, but like an example of being faint-hearted to be like, oh, I can't do this no more. No, this is my first day. That's faint-hearted. That's being timid. That's being soft. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you, because you need patience in this walk. Because this ain't the first time that the Most High had to deliver me out of something. I got another one with the cops that really showed me like, whoa, but that's another video I'm gonna do. Woe unto you that has lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways, right? They that fear the Lord, yeah, you fear the Lord. Psalms 1:1, it goes into, basically the benefits you get as far as fearing the Lord, man. It actually compares you to a tree, roughly roughly paraphrasing the tree next to a river, man. You know, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. And what are some of his ways? The law, statutes, and commandments. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord, and not in the hands of men. For as his majesty, so is his mercy, right? So the Lord will have mercy, man, on you. If you've been doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in his word, you're still going to be tested. You're still going to be tested. It don't matter. You're still going to be tested. But like the Elder Gabar said in the video I was watching today, he's going to show his power. The Lord loves to show his power. Right? He killeth, he maketh alive. You know what I mean? There's no power above him. He delivered us out of Egypt, split the waters for us, made the water sweet for us, brung water out of a rock for us, sent plagues upon Egypt for us. What he's going to do in this modern day Egypt, he's going to send plagues again. What is it going to be? Nuclear destruction, fire. But first you got those birth pains that America has to go through. And we're going to have to go through it too. But Lord willing, if we be part of that fold, we be part of that flock, we're going to get through it, man. Lord willing, I'm part of that fold, I'm part of that flock, But I just want to get that, you know what I mean? Because you're going to find yourself in these situations to where, like, it look dark. It look bad. It look dark, man. It look like the Lord ain't hearing you. It look like, like the Lord left you in the dark, like, it's like, damn, like, I'm out here by myself. It's going to look like that at times. And it's going to feel like that at times, but the Lord will always show you at the last end, like at the last end, that he going to get you out. Look, boom, I deliver you out of that. Boom. But the Lord's going to test you. See what kind of man you is. See if you're going to fold, man. Because remember, the Lord controls everything. He was controlling everything that Esau was doing, and he controlled everything that I was doing. And he delivered me out of the situation, because Esau could have had his way if he wanted to. If it could have really went bad, like how I do for the majority of these jakes out here, man. But if the Lord wasn't with me, it would have went bad. But the Lord was with me, and he delivered me out of that situation, and delivered me out of plenty more situations than that. And I'm telling you, brothers, that no matter what you go through, it's going to get hard, man. And Lord willing, I don't fold. Lord willing, you brothers don't fold. But it's going to get hard. You're going to catch hell, all kind of hell. I'm talking about hell with your woman, all kind of hell at the job, hell with your family. Man, this shit crazy, man. But the Lord always going to break you down, but he's never going to put you through something. He's never going to push you through something he can't deliver you out of, or nothing you can't handle, man. So with that, man, I want to say, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and the Lord willing, this video was edified into Yoakim, and the Lord willing, it was a faith booster for Yoakim, and I want to say Shalom.